There is a form of multimedia entertainment beyond that which is good. These games are as vast in number as they are terrible. They dwell in the dark recesses of history, unearthed from the pits of the bargain bin. These are the games of horror. This is Garbage Game Night.
Welcome to Garbage Game Night, a podcast about games we find in the discount bin. Sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're bad good, sometimes they're games that Frank makes us play, but not tonight. Tonight it's a game I'm making you play, and you know there's a lot going on in the world. We got monarchs dying, we got Russian wars, we got massive protests in the Middle East. It's tough to be thematic, but I think I've done it tonight. A game that brings everything together. But before I introduce it, let's introduce the players this evening. First, Frank, hot off the episode he hosted, hot and heavy off the episode he hosted, possibly. How you doing, Frank?
No, I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking.
Very good. And Tom, how you feeling tonight?
I feel great.
Excellent.
I just ate a lot of vegan sushi, and it was better than expected.
All right.
So just rice?
Yeah.
The California rolls, does that count? Because that's not
I
real,
asked
right?
the same thing, and they said no, it doesn't count because there's crab in a California roll, I guess.
Well,
yeah, the fake crab actually has real crab in it.
Oh, does it?
And also fish.
Oh, I just always thought because it had a K in it that it wasn't real crab. Huh.
Yeah, it's not enough crab to be called crab. It's like a Taco Bell.
It's like genuine leather.
You know what I mean?
Chris, I don't know if you knew this. Did you know that Yumi closed?
Didn't I tell you that?
I don't know. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure I told you that, and you freaked out because that was your favorite sushi place.
Yeah. Well, I'm still freaking out.
All right, it's to this day. All right. Yeah, they're closed. I'm sorry. All right, well, before we get into the game that we're playing, we'll catch up with a little trash talk, anything we're playing. Before we started recording, Tom and I were talking about a game we've been playing, Cult of the Lamb. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. I've been putting some time into that. Anything else you guys playing?
I started playing a game that I believe I've seen you have on your recently played, Chris, Omega Strikers.
Oh, yeah. League of Air Hockey, as it's otherwise known as. It's like air hockey / CRC Hot Wheels soccer game. I should know the name of that. Help me out.
Well,
Frank.
it does to soccer as Rocket League did to...
Rocket League, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does air hockey as Rocket League did to soccer, yeah.
Yeah. It's like a hero-based air hockey game, which is, it's fun. It's fun. It's
interesting.
There you go. There's Omega Strikers on stream. Yeah, it's a free-to-play game. It's got a battle pass system for the developers to earn money, but 3v3. You're kicking around an air hockey puck, and each character's got a different set of abilities. Some are more sniper-based, some are more kind of big body blocking-based, and some are better suited for goalies. And you can knock players out of the arena as well. So some are more meant for like brawlers. And it's pretty fun. Free game.
That's cool.
Yeah, seems to have a pretty good roadmap to continue releasing new characters. All the characters have a lot of kind of personality too. X, who sounds like Patrick Warburton, delivers lines such as "X is gonna give it to you," and it's enjoyable. yeah. So check that out, Omega Strikers. Hey,
Grace
there's
and
three
I
of us here. Maybe after this, I don't know. See how long this takes.
Tom, if you want to download it, it's less than a gigabyte. It's very small.
We'll see. If I wasn't literally taking Ellie's
someone's
room,
bedroom.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, we'll be respectful.
She
of
needs
Ellie,
to sleep.
Our number one fan.
Our number one. Grace and I have been playing a game called Spider Heck.
Oh, Spider Heck. Heck those spiders.
Oh yeah.
And
I've seen that.
It is it's fun. It's really fun. We play like a wave mode where we're both on the same team. And it's just the way you move in the game. You're like a spider, and it works pretty much how you'd feel like it should work, and it kind of opens you up to some really cool web swinging tosses and crazy. It's cool. It's a fun game. That and then a Cult of the Lamb.
Right there. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb. Having a lot of fun with that.
What'd you name your cult?
My first cult that has a lot of lore behind it about me sacrificing cats that I see pooping outside of the box. That one, I think I have like 40 days on that one, is Cat in Sheep's Clothing. That's the name of the cult. And then I did a separate one that I streamed last week that was kind of more of a speed run thing that I was trying to do. It went pretty well. I got up to like the same point in the main plot that I was doing within like an hour and a half or so.
Oh wow!
You can speed through the game if you're if you're just powering your way through it, not taking care of your village very much. So, but it's a fun game. Definitely recommend that.
I was really trying to hedge away from the more heinous things I could do, but we've been dipping our toes. We've been dipping our toes into
the heinous,
particularly
heinous crimes.
Yeah, so it's, and you know how it is. But once you transgress, it becomes just a little easier each time. So
yeah, it absolutely does. All right, and let's see. Oh, where's my button? There we go. Some breaking GGN news. You can find us on twitch.tv/GGNcast. And if you're watching us right now, you know that because we're live. But you can hang out with us whenever we record. We regularly mention chatters an episode, like our number one fan, Ellie. And if you've got something good to contribute or not, we'll probably say it out loud because it's slim pickings. You know,
hell yeah,
come hang out with us. But we're live every Monday night. Podcasts come out every Thursday. Video versions every other Thursday. And I did want to mention, speaking of Twitch, they did recently change their revenue sharing model. I did want to mention that there's some big news in the last 2 weeks on Twitch, on the Twitch platform, and not just that the top content creators are drama queens and generally terrible people, but the other topic is that
we're trying to beef with people.
I'm trying. Yeah. I'm trying.
Hey Tom, real quick, my bank account it's crazy, man. It's frozen.
Blocked.
So if you can just lend me some money,
help with utilities. Please
yeah,
don't tell me
bro, I'll pay you back, and I'll even give you a little extra. You know what I mean? So if you could just.
What Frank is alluding to is an issue that made Twitch act on banning gambling on stream. Now, I'd like to point out that the last episode that we did on GGN Cast was strip poker. Is that a coincidence that Twitch has banned gambling after we played strip poker?
Yes, because poker's still allowed.
It is. Yeah. It's not even a complete ban on gambling that they did. But, I'm going to say it was us. That we gambled our money against anime babes for their clothes. And, this is where it got us. We changed the whole platform. So congratulations, guys. We did it. But, all right.
Ooh, that's a new meta.
What's that?
Strip poker meta. A second. I'm going to go in Amaranth's chat. I'll be right back.
That's the one person Tom follows after he viewed his stream one time.
Yeah, that
always suggested.
That was a real problem for me.
All Amaranth all time.
Every time I went on the Twitch, it was like suggested, and I was like, no, why? I didn't.
Oh, you love ASMR streams, right?
Yeah, like I didn't want any of this. Why are you doing this to me?
Let's get into the game we're doing this evening. With the recent passing of the Queen and a lot of drama happening in the chess world, I think I have found the perfect game. Probably chess, right? Well, you know what I've always said. If you've ever met me at a party or on the street, I'll tell you, I'm telling everyone, you know what? Chess, boring, hate it. Some say it's the game of kings, more like the game of snoring, right?
Oh my God.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm always saying that. I say it to everyone.
We used to play together.
Every party he's at.
I used to make you play.
People say like you've got to start like starting conversations differently, but I say no. This is what I'm telling everyone.
Locked up to you. Fuck chess.
But you know what chess could use? It could probably use a buckshot firearm. So for tonight, we're playing the 2022 release of Shotgun King. Boom, Shotgun King. There it is. All right.
You could have prepped that in OBS so you just toggle it on.
I don't. Frank.
All right, we'll go over it.
So I'm going to give some more background on the developer later, but this game was released without too much hype. It was a company called PUNKCAKE Delicieux' first Steam game release. This was made in April of 2022 this year, and it came to Steam the next month in April. So it's certainly one of the most recent games that we've done on GGN. It was on sale recently, and what with it being a bizarre premise and kind of thematic, a cheap pickup, it's made the grade to be a GGN game. So let's boot this game up and see what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, the real question is, when you die, what happens to your Steam,
It's a great question.
It's a question Bruce Willis asked about his iTunes account.
I think it would go to
and he tried to put it in his will, and Apple said no.
Wow.
Then I believe he settled a deal with them outside of court.
I have a lot of money tied up in my Steam account,
Yeah.
So
I think it should go to your mother, Thomas.
Fair. Yes, my legal mother, Thomas.
We haven't designated what family I am, and I think
just family.
I think I'm going to take that role. Your dad's just like a cool guy to hang out with, and They go to the movies a lot.
All right, so we're gonna boot this game up, and Frank, I'm gonna have you read the narration.
Oh, you can really CRT this bad boy.
Yeah, if you go to options, you can turn up that CRT if you want to. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump into throne mode. Do normal. We're gonna do normal the entire time. And I guess Tom, if you'd like to narrate.
The Black King had been an extravagant and unpleasant ruler. As the years went by, more and more of his subjects were won over by the White King, who would offer higher wages and genuinely decent work. And then they took his castle. His knights resigned from his service, even his wife, the Queen.
Damn. Didn't know chess pieces could defect, but here we are.
Before leaving, the last Black Bishop came to the Black King and told him, "Thou hast been a bad king, yet thine reign is still holy. Thou shalt retain a claim over thine former subjects' souls, and we may yet have cause to fear thine wrath. Thus heed my warning. The wrath of a man, as godly as might thee be, is ever his undoing."
I'm gonna get that tattooed on me.
But the Black King was abandoned by all, with not a rook left to his name. All he had left was his prized royal shotgun, the shreds of his dignity, and the growing fires of the prophesized wrath. Ever my undoing, was it? Undone. Just what more exactly could I lose?
It's changed to first person, yeah.
In his dark folly. Oh yeah, I need two different voices. In his dark folly, the king loaded the shotgun.
Ooh, nice.
And went to meet his final checkmate.
Nice. All right. And we are now in the game. Frank, you can go ahead and boot it up too. What we're going to do tonight is just kind of a race to see who can get the furthest.
I'm in, baby.
All right. So
I'm already there. I was following along.
What kind of piece am I? A king?
You are a king with a shotgun. Yeah. Yeah, so we're just watching Tom for a second, trying to figure out exactly what's going on, because you are a king piece who can move like as a king would, but
Is
Tom's
this
also
my shotgun
experiencing-
range?
That is your shotgun blast radius, yes. You can point your shotgun out and just kind of aim where you want to fire. And he's just taken out a pawn and hit another one.
I just died.
He's got a rook in front of him. Shotgun is empty at the moment. So if you take a move, it will reload. There you go. It's you can look at the top. You can see how many. You got 2 shells in your shotgun right now. That pawn has you in check, so you need to do something about that. Nice. He's blasted the pawn. What's kind of confusing is that you get to move every turn. The other pieces do not. It's kind of a turn-based move system. So if you see the pieces that are shaking, it means that they have a move coming up next.
Oh.
So any piece that's shaking will have a turn next.
But I can't move into check still, right?
You can never move into check, no.
That's fair.
No, you can. No, you can kill yourself, yeah. You can checkmate yourself.
So
I did it.
Because this is a complicated kind of movement system, that you got turn-based actions, rooks move every 3rd turn, that kind of stuff, pawns move every 2 turns or something, kings move every 5 turns, something like that. What they've done is they've added in a guard system. If you look on the top, you've got 2 little shields there. It will prevent you from putting yourself in checkmate twice per turn. So if you try to move into the line of sight of a pawn, for example, it's going to prevent you from doing that and kind of give you a kind of sound, and then give you an opportunity to pick a different move. Tom has run out of shells, so every time you move, just move, you will get a new shell kind of in your satchel, and then you can reload the shells into your shotgun as well when you move.
So what's this? I can pick...
Yeah, so Tom has finished the first floor. He's moving on to the second floor, and this is where it introduces the roguelite element, where you have the option. You're going to actually pick 2 cards, which is kind of unique. You're picking a card for yourself that will give you a boost, and a card for your enemy that will give them a boost. So the first option is you can get the Wand of Wrath, which will allow you to just kind of click. It does firepower damage to a non-king target, so you can just select a target and do 8 damage to them. But the enemy will get a card that, the Scouting card, which will remove one of their knights, add 3 pawns, and the pawns get an extra speed movement. Or Tom could choose the Unfaithful Steed, which means that you get to move an extra square further when you have a knight soul owned, which we'll get into. And the enemy gets the Red Book, which adds 1 bishop, and bishops can now move orthogonally, which seems like a nightmare. So Tom gets to pick how his kind of roguelite game is going to progress.
Let's do the Wand of Wrath.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I just understood what you just after I already chose a thing.
So yeah, each floor of this game is just the king and his shotgun going up against a wave of enemies. And these roguelike cards, kind of tarot cards and Cult of the Lamb like we were just playing, it'll do is they can get a lot more pawns. It can bring in reinforcements later on. So the game is going to continually move as you go on the floors. So Tom chose to blast a bishop that was putting him in check, and it did enough damage that it killed him, so Tom didn't die.
Do I win when I kill the king?
It's always the king. Yeah, it is. It's chess, right? So yeah, you got to kill the king. It's exactly like chess.
Cool.
Now, I mentioned the souls briefly before. You'll notice on your right-hand side you have a soul card. You're going to get that whenever you kill a major piece. So you have a knight soul right now. And it warned you that you shouldn't try and blast that rook next to you because you wouldn't be able to kill it with your shotgun blast. Although your shotgun blast does have kind of a RNG to it.
Would one shot kill? Oh no, the king has a lot of hearts.
You can see how many hearts it has. Yeah, it has 6 or 7 hearts, and your shotgun blast right now is 4 power. Yeah. So I was saying, like, the soul card you have right now, you see that knight card you have on your right-hand side? So the knight soul, you can actually use this knight's ability and move like a knight for 1 turn. Oh. And whenever you use that card, next piece that you kill, you'll get their soul, and you can move like a bishop or move like a rook.
Oh, that's
so it
cool.
helps you get out of some sticky predicaments because you're just a king moving, in any one of your 8 spots. And one more quick tip that I didn't know until I was doing my final notes on this. Tom, you were in a position just there where you had no shells in your shotgun, but you wanted to reload, so you moved to force a reload.
Yeah.
You can actually click on your shotgun as well, and that'll force a reload without you moving.
Shit.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I know. I played this game for like 4 hours without knowing that, so you guys had to suffer like 10 minutes for it. Deal with it. All right, Tom's killed the king, and lightning bolts kill all of his pawns. Tom's onto the 3rd floor. So now you can do the corner despot, where you get 2+ firepower whenever you're on the edge of the board, but the enemy gets 1 pawn every 4 turns. That just keeps getting added in.
Yeah, I chose that one.
Or the next option is you get 1 ammo max, and you get a 50% chance to do knockback. The enemy gets to remove 1 rook and add 5 pawns, and the pawns have extra HP.
Let's try that.
So, I mean, you're doing a shotgun game, so it's honestly a little bit fun to just keep adding pawns, and you're just blasting away at the pawns. Now the enemy has 12 pawns on the board.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you your range on the side there as well, Tom. You got a range of 3 to 5, power of 4, so you kind of get an idea of what you're looking at every time you shoot.
What happens?
Absolutely. Just blasted a whole row of them.
Oh.
Well, it didn't spread. It all got absorbed by the first one, so you can purposely aim it a little bit if you want to spread the shotgun blast out. But there is a wall of pawns coming at Tom.
If they make it to the other side of the board, do they promote?
They do promote.
Shit.
Yep. All right, and I'm going to distract you guys with some trivia while we're going on here. Let's see, with this being chess focused and royalty focused, So, the first trivia question. In the chess scene from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the dialogue goes thusly. Ron says, "Do you want to stop Snape from getting that stone or not? Harry, it's you that has to go on. I know it. What often quotable line comes next?"
Wait,
Tom, who made fun of me for doing this trivia 2 games ago. What's the line, Tom?
Wait, what's the line right before the line?
Do you want to stop Snape from getting that stone or not? Harry, it's you that has to go on. I know it. It's you.
Can you give me a hint?
No, Tom, I can't give you a hint. It's not me.
It's you.
Close enough, Frank. You get points. Not me, not Hermione, you. That's the trivia that Tom gave me such a hard time.
Okay, I got the floor 4 and I died.
Okay, floor 4 is the standard right now. Tom's at floor 3.
That's where they introduced the queen, which fuck that bitch.
Gonna give you 5 points, Frank, because you know what?
Holy shit.
This is a podcast where the points, I've never heard another TV show or anything say this before. They don't matter. So I'm just gonna make them up as I go.
There hasn't been one TV show ever to do that.
One TV show, popular improv TV show that's ever said that before. So I'm just gonna start being a little more wild with the points. All right, next one. Real point of trivia here. What was the name of the chess computer developed by IBM that famously defeated chess world champion Garry Kasparov in '97?
Deep Blue?
Deep Blue is correct. 2 points for Tom. Feels right. Yeah, it feels right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys are both playing on normal mode, and we're just doing a race to see who can get the furthest floor. Tom is on. He's getting to floor 4. Oh, he's gotten to the queen. So no matter what he does, it's homecoming time. Queen is coming, or they're adding 1 queen to the enemy side. And
Yeah,
he
you
can
can't.
either
Yeah,
get-
Oh, I
and
see.
it's fucked.
He can either get ammo regeneration or +1 fire range, or go for the +2 fire range. With that fire range, you might just be able to blast him from the back line too. It's your call. He chose not to do that, and it was his call. To be fair, I said it was his call.
Minus 1 point
chose
for Tom.
violence.
All right, I'm going to go over some of the game mechanics. You are a single king piece, and you are fighting a non-standard amount of pieces on the other team. The game starts somewhat like chess. The pieces move according to normal chess rules, sort of, at least at the beginning. A knight moves in, an L shape. A king can move in any direction, 1 space. Rooks move as far as they want, orthogonally, bishops diagonally. And you are on a chessboard, but the timing of their moves is definitely different. They're kind of going by an active time battle rules, where you get to move every single turn, and the pawns, for example, will move like every other turn. The enemy king moves every 3 turns, and they stagger them. So on the first turn, the enemy may have 4 pieces move at once, which can be kind of disorienting, kind of trying to plan stuff. But if you're a brilliant mind enough, which Tom claims he's good at chess, we'll see. This is all payback, by the way, Tom, because you were making fun of me for playing my poker playing in the last game.
So it's a put up or shut up for me.
Yes, you have to be good at shotgun chess to prove me wrong. And the rules are going to get much more complicated from round to round, because, like I was saying, this is also a roguelike. When you successfully win a game, both you and your opponent get a modifier card that will affect how the next games go until you lose. These modifiers can include things like add +1 range to your shotgun, they get 2 more pawns, and they get much more complicated, like you have to be on the edge of the board and you get +2 firepower. The enemy will get, like, bishops can move orthogonally but not attack.
Yeah.
You can force ignore the guards that it has in place. Like, if you know that what you're doing is going to save you, or you're going to do the RNG, you're just going to hope that the blast will kill the piece that's putting you in checkmate. You can just force your way through it.
Well, I'm always going to do, like, my power of damage if I'm point blank, right?
Yes, yeah, you're always going to do your firepower. I think there's something that can, like, your firepower can change sometimes.
Can I use this on the wand? I can use it on anyone, or anybody close to them?
Nope, anything, anywhere on the board.
Oh, fuck yeah. Why wouldn't I just do it to this?
And the cards can get much more complicated. Like, there's a card called the King's Shoulders, in which you can pick up an adjacent piece and throw it at another piece, doing damage. So it can become a real mess. But when you're a few rounds in, it can be hard to start to keep track of all the cards that are in place. There is thankfully a bit of a buffer. You have a warning system that will tell you when you're about to do something that will put you in checkmate. On normal mode, you get 2 warnings per
Quick
turn.
question. If I moved here into check, but that piece isn't moving next, does that mean I'm safe?
No, because they will attack immediately. Whether they're moving or not, they can still attack you.
Okay, I see.
It cannot warn you about what I'm going to call murder discovered checkmates. Like, if you blast a pawn and it reveals a rook behind it that would have put you in checkmate, it's going to kill you immediately. So just be warned that don't block something that will, or don't kill something that's going to do a reveal check for you. It will kill you. The movement of the king is the most interesting thing. So you can easily get cornered by a pair of rooks, for example, and they have a unique solution to this. You have 1 slot, although you can actually unlock some more slots for souls. So when you kill a bishop, for example, you get a bishop soul, and you can use it once to move like a bishop would, and that'll help you get out of some sticky situations. Also, the shotgun you've got, it's double barreled, and you've got to load it, so you can't just be blasting away. You gotta reload on your moves. And again, cards can modify this. There are some that allow you to shoot and move at the same time, even one that will extend your barrel to, I guess, a triple barrel shotgun. Nice. And you also have an ammo belt that will replenish for moving and shooting as well. Tom is now facing 15 pawns. He's choosing to move like a rook right away, I guess. You don't need to get that close, Tom, but you can if you want to.
I like being close.
Okay.
Oh, shit! Oh, no! I thought I would kill him.
I think it looked like he pushed. Sometimes you can hit if there's one directly in front of you rather than diagonally. I think it tries to hit that one first, and I think that's what happened. You hit the pawn that was orthogonal to you. It knocked him back, and then it did less damage to the one that was diagonal.
That's sad.
There's a little bit of randomness with kind of RNG to this game. Your gun has
died at 4 again.
Nice. Your gun has an expected damage range, and sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation of checkmate that you need to eliminate a piece or it will kill you, so you have to bypass the guard warnings, take a shot, and hope that it eliminates the target. Or if it's the king, you knock him out so that the game ends. Also, at round 4, they always introduce the queen piece. Hopefully by this time, you're kind of starting to put together a build with a little bit of a strategy, either diving for the king or hanging back and blasting waves of pawn, or God, I don't know, this game's kind of pure chaos sometimes. So, all right, let's see, a little more trivia here. Bobby Fischer, maybe the greatest grandmaster of all time, has some controversial views that he's known for. Can you name any one of them?
Bobby Fischer's controversial views?
Not the first thing you think of when you think of Bobby Fischer. I didn't know this about him.
I can only think of like that
he doesn't like bathing.
A lot of rules relative to like he didn't like cameras around and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but that's not really
a bit of an oddball guy. But maybe if he was to say like particular people that are in control of the cameras, what would he say?
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard this.
And the media, for example. Bobby Fischer, big old anti-Semite. And
really?
Denied the Holocaust. Yeah. And even after 9/11, by the time he was an expatriate, said like, the U.S. kind of had it coming. So not the most well-known thing about Bobby Fischer. But
I need to start using like my effective range, don't I?
Yeah, I've been trying to hint at that.
Oh my God, you can shoot so far, Chris.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Oh my, I am dumb.
All right, we're watching some of Frank's game.
Wow, that's
here.
a game
Frank's moving
changer.
on to floor 3. It says the range, 5 to 7 pieces.
I know.
The original term for checkmate is Shah Mat, which means what? The king is alone, the king is hopeless, the king needs help, or the king is dead.
Shamat. It feels like dead, but
that is
I'm going to say hopeless.
Is dead. Okay,
Shit.
Tom doesn't get a point. Was so ready to give you the point. All right. All right.
Did I say...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came through loud and clear. There's really only 2 game modes in this game. Throne, which is the story dungeon crawl with a variety of difficulties, and an endless mode that is unlocked once you win. I assume, because to be honest, I cannot beat this game. I've done better on normal than on easy, and I still can't beat this game. It's really difficult. Some people have talked about playing and getting down to some strategies, but I'm not there. So, according to Moby Games, which is a directory of video games, there are 943 games with king in their name. Can you name any games with king in their name? You get a point for each.
Oh God, isn't there?
Let me distract you. Chance to sweep it from him, Frank.
King of Fighters.
Okay, there's one.
King of Fighters 2.
Okay, I'm not gonna. It's just a series.
King Kong game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Peter Jackson's King Kong. Sure.
Yeah.
So Tom opted to get the pikeman, which gives the pawn spears.
Me too. Yeah.
Bold option, because they can now attack 2 spots.
It's just fun though. It's funner. It's more fun that way.
Oh, that's what Frank did that.
All right, more video games with king. Let me distract you.
Is King's Crossing a thing? Why is that in my head?
I'm on floor 5 now, baby.
Isn't that a place in like Westeros?
Is that what it is?
No, that's King's Landing.
King's Landing.
Oh yeah, King's Landing. King's Crossing was a nighttime soap opera which aired on ABC.
And King's Cross was in Harry Potter.
Oh no, I'm outing my soap opera.
Oh yeah, King's Cross.
Oh no.
Yeah, King's Cross was from Harry Potter.
You're going to start saying them.
Famous Xbox 360 game that was given out at a fast food restaurant.
Burger King, Sneak King.
There you go, Sneak King.
And also they had Burger King bumper car. I don't know if that...
Yeah, it's like branded by Burger King. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Let's see. There's a game that I've played quite a few times. It is a roguelike kind of adventure game in which you get a small band of cute little voxel-like characters together and you go on an adventure, kind of D&D style. I don't think you guys have ever played it. It's for the king. The first battle royale game, often called the first battle royale game. We mentioned it several times on Spellbreak. None of us have played it, though. Our Frank has ended his little run there. Mm-hmm. Frank, anything there? First battle royale? Oh, Tom's got the moat up. The moat is an interesting one.
Yeah, I
locks down the center.
I like the moat.
Well, that would be H1Z1, King of the Kill.
Oh.
A difficult Disney game made by Capcom on the SNES and Genesis. Thoughts?
Lion King.
Lion King. Let's see what else we got. A game that we've done on this podcast. We have done a game with King in it.
Scorpion King.
That's right, Scorpion
Rise of the
King.
Arcadian.
I'm so bad.
Let's see,
Yes,
there's
you
a
are, Tom.
WoW expansion.
I don't.
Wrath of the Lich King.
That's
come
right.
on.
Frank's racking them up.
This is brutal.
I don't think anyone's going to know this. It was the From Software, one of their first series was a game for early PC. Any chance? Tom's not going to know it. It's not speaking down to you, Tom. It's just that I know that you. Anyway, it's called King's Field. It was their first game.
What about Ellie said Kingpin?
Kingpin. That's gonna be.
I think it's a bowling
that's gonna be
game.
A great bowling game. I'm sure there is.
Right.
Hold on. Let's see if we can get Ellie on the board. Hold on. There's a Kingpin Life of Crime and The Amazing Spider-Man vs. Kingpin. Yeah, sure. 5 points for Ellie. King of the Ring, King's Quest, King of Fighters. I think that's the one you said. Knockout King was the other series that we were missing there, and King's Crusade. Also, Moby Games lists DLC. So how about Rock Band DLC? Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon. Yeah, I'm going to count that. So
Okay, I wouldn't. That's too far.
I'm counting that
we're
as
going to
a
talk
game?
about the... it was on Moby Games, so sure. We're going to talk about the developer briefly. Their name is PUNKCAKE Delicieux. They are a French developer company. They have a pretty interesting business model. Delicieux. They appear to be a trio of developers: Benjamin Solet, Remy Devois, making the games, with Pentadrangle doing the music. They mostly work with itch.io or itch.io. I don't know. I've never actually said that out loud before. But they're like a small indie website, kind of, I guess, competitor to Steam. They say on their Patreon that they are making arcade games like nobody's watching, and they're unhappy with a typical dev business model. Oh, we're gonna see is Tom in a position here? What's going on here? Oh, he just did a big jump is all. Okay. I thought you were locked down pretty good.
I was kind of scared.
I mean, you don't need to get right next to him to start blasting, Tom. All right.
Oh, I'm going to get
Still in good shape. Yeah, you got him. All right. Tom's might floor 5. Anyway, they said they were unhappy with the typical business model. What they've decided to do instead is basically run their development company as a Patreon. And they're making... their goal is to release one game every month through Patreon. And they're not actually the first to do this. Sock Pop is another developer collective that does the same thing with a monthly subscription and a game a month. And it's doing all right. According to their Patreon, their goal is $3,100 a month, which is that goal is 2 minimum wages in France per month. And they're right around $1,500 a month. So they're halfway there. They're paying one person minimum wage. And let's see, how are they doing with their goal of a game a month? They actually have 12 games up right now on itch.io. And it looks like maybe a couple more through their Patreon. It's hard to keep track of all the games they've released. So some of them are like smaller, more light games, like arcade games. Even more impressive, though, is the creation of Shotgun King. And like I said, these are, to be clear, they're kind of minimal arcade games. But this one we're playing, Shotgun King, it's smooth. It's not like a flash-based game that you'd find on like Newgrounds. It's polished. It's good. And what makes this blog post they made on April 5th all the more surprising is it reads like this: "We made Shotgun King the final checkmate over the weekend. A bit of a special one here. This weekend, we participated in the 50th edition of Ludum Dare, is a competition open to all where you have to make a game alone in 48 hours or as a team in 72 hours. And so we made a game as a team in 72 hours. Benjamin was the main developer for this game, and we have this lovely soundtrack from Pentadrangle and some text and homemade CRT shader for myself. Thus, here is Shotgun King, the final checkmate. It's chess, but your army has been replaced with a royal shotgun." And they said they extended it a little bit to make it for their monthly release for their Patreon, and they won first place in its category in that developer competition. And a few weeks later, they released it on Steam. And honestly, I'm kind of blown away by that. Again, this is a light arcade game, and assuming they did like build this thing in 72 hours to at least beta, like a working version of this game that won the competition, that's pretty amazing. And I've played this game for a few hours already. That they built it in that short amount of time is pretty mind-blowing. So good on them. Frank is on floor 1 again.
Guy just died.
Okay. And Tom is on floor 5. Did they just spawn that...
Oh, shit.
they just called in a rook back up?
That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to get
What's Tom going to do? He has to move. Okay. He's going to blast this bishop next to him, take that guy out probably. Okay, there's one.
Can I even just start
That
blasting
king
him?
has King has 10. Oof. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no, this is okay.
All right, well, Tom tries to sort this out. I'm going to go through the other games that this developer, PUNKCAKE Delicieux, has made. Let's see, they made a game called Anticrypt, which is a twin-stick shooter with the twist of your weapon has a mind of its own, so you can't really aim it. You just have to make do and position yourself in a way to hit the enemies. Another game called Metavax that has you take on the role of a vaccine that blasts viruses inside of a body, but combines twin-stick shooting with Minesweeper, which sounds kind of cool. We've gone into a body on GGN before. Can you name that game where we went into a body to fight cells? Anybody?
I remember it. I remember we did it. It was in like the rock and roll game.
No.
Although it's a rock and roll name. Bonus points if you can explain the plot of why we had to go in the body.
I feel like I remember us going into.
It was to remove cancer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because of smoking.
The lungs.
Yes. What was the character to smoking? You were a CEO of a smoking company, and you had to go in and kill the cancer so that you didn't reveal the truth that smoking causes cancer. That game was Rex Ronan, Experimental Surgeon. No points for any.
Oh shit, I'm
disappointing. Next game they did was Ratch's Den, which is a dungeon crawler with the twist of you are the evil dungeon dweller and you have to fortify against heroes. That sounds fun. Next is Damocles' Gaze, which is a roguelike top-down shooter where every run will last exactly 720 seconds, whether you're dying or not, and your score is based on performance, which again is a kind of interesting spin. Next is Spectrum Forces, which is a horizontal shoot-'em-up piloting game. Again, kind of a bullet hell. Next is Scavenger of Dunanmini. Sure. Hard to explain. It's kind of a matching block game like Candy Crush, but little goblins try and come and steal what you're organizing. Then we've got Shroomkatect, which is it's just a cutesy little game where you take care of virtual pets inside of a mushroom. Then Rush of the Ages is a card game with kind of a theme of technology upgrading, kind of like the Civilization upgrade trees turned into a card game. Then, since Shotgun King, they've done a game called Ecstatic, which is a spider that's described as a spider mecha rave synced bullet hell. It's a great description. And Moon Pong, and that's like Pong but in a circle. So yeah, it's all the games that they've released since they've been doing this kind of game a month kind of thing.
Oh no.
Queen has him in his sights.
Get away from.
What will Tom do? Will he move? Oh, you can't move through the moat. Yikes. You can still move into some good spots, though. Tom is on floor 6. Let's check in with Frank. Floor 3. Looking strong over there, just blasting. That's how I play Frank. I don't really judge what my shotgun blast is going to do. I just start blasting.
I should get out of here.
Oh, he did a very surgical strike on the king. That
was a very quick.
Yeah, that was a quick one. He just rushed for the king and blew him up.
I'm just choosing all. I mean, these are one
The
plus
blunderbuss?
firepower. I'm doing
Love
all
the blunderbuss.
firepower.
Yeah. Let's see, we got some more trivia here. Yeah, what's the definition of a gambit in chess?
Oh no, a gambit? The definition of one?
What is the definition of a gambit? Who can get the closest?
It's like a tactic, right? It's
it's more than that though.
Like a certain
It is a tactic,
set of like a certain pattern of moves where you're trying to draw someone in to do a specific, like a trap.
Well, the Queen's Gambit, the show with the lady with the eyes that
with
are
the big
far
eyes,
set
yeah.
apart. Yeah.
Yeah. What they say, Google.com says, a gambit is a chess opening in which a player risks one or more pawns or a minor piece to gain an advantage. So it's the fact that you're gambling a piece. Yeah. Oh, Tom's got the ability where after he uses a soul, you get an extra move. That's a handy one.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh no!
I killed.
Queen got him.
I shot a pawn
Tom
on
got
accident.
to floor 6. Oh, did it reveal it?
Yeah, I was
got the
intending
reveal.
just to shoot the king.
Gotta be careful those revealed
but guess
murders. What's that?
I'm not dead.
Oh, you had the soul?
I have the
you did.
black mist. This card is exhausted. You can't use it until. So yeah.
Wowee. Tom's still in it. All right.
Still in it, baby.
Before Deep Blue, in 1988, a computer won against a grandmaster for the first time. What was that computer called? Before Deep Blue.
Before Deep Blue.
Deep Mind?
Close.
I don't know
Thought?
that one.
Deep Thought, yeah. was Deep Thought. Frank is racking them up here.
I watched the whole thing about Deep Blue, and the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe a year ago. So I kind of remember some of it.
All right, and real quick, we're gonna knock out some. Let's talk about similar games. Chess, of course, has had video games in the past, but I looked up the best alternate takes on chess out there. Top of the list. Well, you guys remember any alternate chess games? Can you think of any? Probably remember seeing on the shelves at Blockbuster. Hold on, I got a little video of it here. Here's a little virtual chess 64. On the cover, it shows like a knight or something whacking another piece with a fish or something. It's just chess, but every time a piece takes out another piece, you get a silly little animation. And it's actually a spiritual successor from 1998's Battle Chess that was on computer. There's another game called Really Bad Chess, and that's a free game, a free app game on the phone where the pieces on either side are fully randomized, but it plays like normal chess. So, sometimes you're up against 6 queens. That just happens some days. Then we've got a 2020 release called 5D Chess with Multiverse Time Travel. Hold on, I'm going to pull up a picture of this because I like this one. This is 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Essentially what you're doing in this game is that every time you make a move that you aren't happy with, you can go back and change the move that you made. But the trick is you have to continue playing all of the games that you have opened up. So you need to continue playing them in succession. But should you ever get checkmate, the game does end. So you can be playing, 50 branches of chess at the same time, just trying to find the checkmate. So,
wow!
Yeah, so it's like those guys, the masters who play multiple people at the same time.
Yeah, you can be just like them, except in this case, it's like I fucked up. I'm going to go back and try and fix what I did, but you have to keep playing that game. So yeah, kind of interesting idea. That's 5D chess with multiverse time travel, as they describe it. To read from a description, if you regret a previous move, you can send a piece back in time to change the board state. Doing so creates an alternate timeline requiring you to manage both the original progression and all alternate board states created by your temporal meddling. But if you get one king in checkmate, it's over. But you chose the one where the king can't be killed if there's a knight on the board.
Yeah, but
which there's one. Yeah, and knights typically have 3 health, I think, so it's pretty easy to knock the knights out. Chessaria the Tactical Adventure. It's probably the most full-fledged chess game. You've got 4K graphics, but it's kind of themed with wizards and orcs, huge amounts of quests, RPG elements, spell casting, destructive environments. It's available on Steam. And that came out, 2020? Or sorry, coming out in 2018. And if I had my adult filter turned off like Frank does, there's probably a lot more chess games out there. Characters, but I don't. So yeah, you can see
but
here
more zesty variety.
Yeah, the spicy variety. But you can see here that Chessaria, like it's chessboard, but like they've added like destructible environments in it and stuff. And yeah, it's got mostly positive reviews. Seems kind of cool. That's available at $20 on Steam. The X-Men movies use chess allegories at least 2 times in every single movie. A little too much, and literally they use chess as well. There are a couple chess scenes, especially in First Class. But fun fact. Between Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, who didn't know how to play chess?
Patrick Stewart.
Wow, really? Between Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like the 2 dudes who I think would both.
Yeah, these are classy motherfuckers,
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Patrick. That's my guess.
Patrick Stewart.
He did Star Trek. I feel like they did.
Yeah, he probably faked it.
I'd say McKellen. I'm saying McKellen.
All right. I'm ready to disappoint both of you. Neither of them knew how to play chess.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not very classy, fellas, but yeah. Come on, guys.
What nerds.
Watching Tom. He's on floor 7. Just got rook backups come in.
Yeah, that's scary.
You've got your little beam weapon there still too.
My
you
beam weapon?
That thing. Yeah, your wand. Isn't that what wand you have?
Oh no, it makes me. I can move up to 3 scares.
The movement wand.
Yeah.
Okay. I should have been able to tell. It's got the wings on it, of course. Yeah. Frank is on floor 4 at the moment. Looking at that wand of downpouring again. Oh,
that extra shell.
That extra barrel allows you to have three barrels to shoot with, and I love that.
Yeah, but then this adds one more queen.
But that queen is limited to 3 moves. It doesn't limit both queens. It limits that one new queen.
I'm getting real scared.
That's tough. They're working the 2 rooks on you.
I know. Maybe we should go up.
This is Frank's. Frank's facing 3 rooks, 3 knights, 2 rooks, a bishop, a queen, about 8 pawns, 6 pawns. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's Tom on floor 8. Okay, let's see. Speaking of things with shotguns, what 2011 action exploitation film starring Rutger Hauer was based on the faux trailer that was shown in Quentin Tarantino Robert Rodriguez's Grindhouse? So
sorry,
let me
what?
phrase
Tom,
that differently.
I know
because
it.
was so
Tom, do you know it?
complicated.
Wait, just
Oh, you
say
know
it.
it.
Say
I
it
thought
again?
you might know it. So there was a
Come on,
trailer.
Tom, you got it.
There was a trailer shown in the movie Grindhouse, which was done by Quentin Tarantino
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Robert Rodriguez. There was a trailer in that movie about a fake movie.
Uh-huh.
Had the word shotgun in it, and then they turned it into a real movie.
Is it?
A trailer for a fake movie that was in Grindhouse with the word shotgun in it. Give it to me, Frank. What you got?
Hobo with a shotgun.
Hobo with a shotgun.
Ah.
That's right. That is a movie that I've seen. It is a
Yep.
movie. You can say that.
You can watch it.
You can watch it. It was on Netflix for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Here's one more crafted specifically for Frank. What's the name of the chess played in Star Wars: A New Hope?
Hollow chess?
Yeah, I'll take it. Hollow chess. Yeah, the official name is Dejarik. Dejarik. Wouldn't expect anyone to know that, but yeah, I'll take hollow chess.
Thanks.
Let's see. We got
Chris,
this here.
can you see what this is?
I'm looking at Frank's screen. Did you step away for a second? Is that?
No.
Oh, that's the guy who made the pieces.
That's a signed picture from Phil Tippett with him with one of the pieces.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw a little documentary about, because was he the one who like redid it again for like the 5 seconds they used it in episode 7? Because there was a documentary I saw where like the people came together and they
I think
remade
they had
the animation and
Frank
stuff.
Ippolito do it,
Yeah,
but I think they used the original because he still had like some of the
models and stuff.
castings or something.
Yeah. I watched a documentary on it and don't remember anything from it. So that's usually how it goes. So, yeah.
Yeah, because they did that as a part of they made that a real game you could play.
Yeah.
And they call it Hollow Grid.
Oh, because you need to kill you need to kill the rooks.
The knights, yeah.
Oh, the knights. Sorry, the knights. Yeah. It just called in 2 more knights as backup. Yikes.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate.
Frank's leading with the points for sure, but Tom's looking real good on the chess gameplay here.
Did you get past 6?
He is on floor 8.
Damn. Okay. Yep. Tom's winning there.
Oh
That
no,
is-
Tom.
Son of a bitch! You son of a
The pawn
bitch!
made it all the way to the other side, and it turned into a knight, the exact thing that will prevent the king from dying with the cards he has.
How many floors are there?
There's 12 before
damn.
something happens.
How far have you gotten, Chris?
I've gotten to floor 12.
And then a
So-
thing happens?
A thing happens. So Tom now has the choice to add more firepower, but add a bishop, and bishops can now move orthogonally. Or you can add another life, another protection from death.
I already
But
have
we'll-
one of those too, so that's kind of nice. I'm gonna do that.
But it'll add 5 pawns, and
pawns.
pawns have an extra HP.
Perfect.
Love it.
Well, they can't
Let's
get
see.
too close to me.
Yeah, there's an entire row of pawns for Tom, which isn't bad. I've gotten to, I think, 3.5 rows of things before. Blasting away at the lines. It's him and his royal shotgun. All right, well, let me distract you with some more trivia then. This one's about shotguns. I was going to call it Naughties with Shotties because I thought there was a trope of bad guys having shotguns, but we're just going to do instead. Can you name any famous character, good or bad, who carried a shotgun? Anyone. Hit me with him.
Any famous character? Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator's on the list. Love it. There's a point for Tom. Frank?
Ash Williams from the Evil Dead
Sure.
series.
Yeah, that counts. We don't have to do a round robin. You can just name them off as you think of any.
Does Marcus Phoenix count from the video game series?
I don't think his. I'd say the whatever the
more
thing
of
with the
a
chainsaw is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not really a...
All
I
right.
mean, they have shotguns in the game, but
No, you're right.
stupid.
Oh no, these pawns are actually becoming a real
pawns
issue.
are going to become knights. Yeah.
This is
I've got 5 pawns that are about to upgrade or promote.
no.
Shotgun characters. Anyone else?
Um,
You guys like harmonized there. That was nice.
I mean, Hobo with a shotgun.
I'll give you a point for it.
Robert Muldoon from Jurassic Park. He dies with a shotgun in his hand.
I guess he does. That is a shotgun, yeah.
The Spaz 12, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
A big,
I know
big,
that from Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Call of Duty. You know, if you want to get one in real life, it's mostly a drug dealer's gun choice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a big.
Got that big rail on the top.
Yeah, they really like that.
You know, this one's difficult enough that you can remember the character's name in No Country for Old Men.
Oh, all I remember, I just call him Bowl Cut Scary Guy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you'll get a point for that.
Javier Bardem, that's what he actually said. He's like, the character I was thinking.
Yeah, it's Anton Chigurh.
I think I was right though.
Yeah, no, you were right. In the movie Untouchables, shotguns were a big thing. The FBI guys had shotguns, and Joker in The Dark Knight, or at least the bank. Joker did have one, but the bank manager also had one in the first scene. I forget that actor's name. I just saw it too.
Was it
Filcher? Something
card
Filcher?
if your king is not on the board's edge?
If you're on the edge, it doesn't work.
Yeah, so you are the corner despot, so you get extra firepower if you're on the board edges, which is pretty easy to do, to be honest.
You're pretty easy to do. Oh, that one landed.
Give Tom 2 points for that one. That was all right. The next person who says something offensive to me, you're losing all your points. That was good. That was clever. All right. We're paying. Oh, I'll let Tom pick first. Tom's on floor 9, so whatever you got to do, Frank.
Adds 2 knights, 1 bishop, 1 rook.
But all pieces move slower.
Yeah, and then this is bishops can move and attack across any obstacles. Oh, I guess it just
that seems like a problem for you.
For my moat would be effectively gone.
Yeah.
But the extra power there.
Also, I think they can jump over other pieces, which is
that's horrifying.
Not good. Yeah.
Let's roll with it.
All right. The popular Netflix show, The Queen's Gambit, spawned a game based on it, which shockingly is not just chess. What twists did they include? Is it a card game? Can it be played with more than 2 players? Are there only queens? Or is it like code names? What is the Netflix show, The Queen's Gambit game? What is it like?
Only queens.
Can it be played with... Frank, what do you think?
This guy's terrifying.
It's like code names.
All right, I'll give you both a point on that because it is all of them. It is a card game that can be played with up to 4 people. There are only queen pieces, and it is also like code names. It is the most confusing game that I've ever seen. I tried to watch a breakdown of how to play. It's a nightmare. First person who can answer this. How many squares does a chessboard have?
52? I just said it as
Frank?
fast as I could.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, now he has time to count.
I don't know.
No one's getting any
40?
points. No, it's 64.
40? 64, okay.
Yeah. Tom's done with this game, and Frank's done with his game. We'll let Frank run out his clock, too. Tom is on floor 10 at the moment. Tom also has 2 extra lives. He's got 2 of the black mists where he can he can bounce back once he makes a mistake.
Oh, come on.
Another queen. You got 2 queens on the board.
Okay, I need to get this knight.
The horse is running away.
Yeah, right. He's
got to kill the knight before
he's
he
really
kills the
doing
king,
the smart.
But the knight is running.
He's doing the smart thing. I am in such a pickle.
And you could do the double movement thing, right?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. 3 queens on the board.
Oh, there's another knight.
Yeah, he spawned on the other end of the board.
Oh.
There's the 4th queen? 4th queen. Yep, 4 queens on the board now.
Okay.
No, it's just that queen.
All right, let's do it. Shit.
All right, there's that. But you got a soul now, so that's good. All right, you've moved slightly, but you have nothing in your shotgun. You got to get more ammo.
Ugh.
Whatever. This game sucks anyway. I don't even care. Whatever.
Tom's is a nightmare right now. There's 1 knight left though, and 4 queens, but he only has to kill the 1 knight.
I can't look at this though. It's like
you get an extra move if you use the knight soul. Maybe use the knight soul to get closer.
You know what?
Blast him and then turn around and get the king. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe I can.
Wow.
Woo!
Tom is on floor 11. So he can choose the extra barrel or the king's shoulders, which I mentioned earlier allows you to pick up a piece and throw it at another piece.
What? Dragging your on your king and throw it in any direction.
It is the most confusing ability. Essentially, you click on a piece that's nearby you and you pick him up on your shoulders, and then you choose to throw it at a different piece doing damage, or I think just put him somewhere else, and the piece becomes stunned for a little bit, which is, again, like the mechanics aren't exactly explained, so you're just sort of figuring this out as you go. You have all of your cards because this is the end of throne mode.
I'm confident in what I'm doing.
I would never make up a mistake in a constantly changing game of chess. I don't know, maybe it's your game, not mine.
Shit.
Oh!
Everyone else died? Did you see that?
Yeah, you're gonna kill the queen.
Rook.
Oh,
No.
Knight back up. That's a good spot for him, though. Oh, that's not a good spot for him. All right, Tom has taken out all the knights. The king has 11 health left. He's got 2 shells and a dream.
Here we go. What if I do this?
Are you gonna take a step back? Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Tom has made it to floor 12. The final floor. Get a little dialogue here. This is the White King.
So many years worth of new subjects. So much work to make them feel welcome and safe.
Sorry about that. All reduced to glass shards by one royal fucker with a shotgun. The White King would not indulge this. Not one more floor. Quite literally bursting with rage, he loomed out to crush this egotistical maniac.
I think I switched again from like the guy talking.
Third person
so
narration
you died
to first
here?
person, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and we can see on Tom's game that there is a giant king piece that takes up a 2x2 square.
Oh, no.
It just sort of has arms that sort of gyrate around.
Plus all of the shit.
Plus all the normal, like, floating pieces.
How
yeah.
many? 26.
26 health points on that king. Yeah.
Not cool.
What?
Uh-oh. Frankie went down. Oh, no. Frank made it to
God
floor
damn
6
it.
that time. That was good. Now you're going to need to start reloading, which is a pain.
Shit. No.
Queen just spawned. You might need to do a super move.
All right, you son of a bitch.
This king has 16 health left.
Oh, 8.
Nice. Queen is making moves.
You fuck.
7 damage. Here it is. Is this it?
It might be
is
it.
Tom gonna win? Oh my goodness! The final checkmate. He's broken the White King. Tom,
And so it
do the
was
honors.
that the wrath of the Black King finally carried him to victory.
His turn to steal the White King's castles and subjects.
Like the burgers.
They would have to endure his terrible rule once again. Wait, we're back?
I think it was pretty clear from the beginning that we're the baddies.
Really? We're the bad
Yeah,
guys?
it was. Yeah,
Look, we got the
we're
black
bad guys
skull.
the
We're
whole
the bad
time.
king. All our subjects defected to the other side.
Yeah.
Cheer up, he would tell them. At least thou didn't get blown to pieces. As he upheld his shotgun and laughed, undefeated. He had learned nothing. It wouldn't be too long before a new White King rises up, and the whole story starts anew.
Nice.
Oh, wow. I was thinking we were the good guy.
No, we're the baddies. All right.
So
yeah.
do I get to hold on to my honor for...
I think Tom needs to get 10 points on the board
Whoa!
for winning the game. That was impressive because I have put in, and given I'm not the most patient with this kind of thing, I played it for almost 3 hours. Got to the king twice, I think. Got to the 12th round twice and lost both times. Which does, some people complain about the RNG of this game. Like the cards you get really do matter. It can kind of build a set that's really hard to win. And I think Tom made some choices that were questionable building his set, but he still got to the end. So who am I to judge?
So,
But
I wanted to ask you, what do you feel like your undoing was / What did you feel like the choices I made sense or not, or like what?
Yeah, they did. I think that some of the cards that I picked built a stronger major piece line, and very often I found myself getting in trouble with revealed murders, like I would kill a pawn in front and get killed by the rook behind it.
Right.
And I never had a good run with the second chance cards. With the, like, when you actually die, you get kind of a revival.
Like the black
I never
mist
had
thing.
I never had a good build put together with those, and that makes an absolutely huge difference because you're going to get pinned in these awkward situations, and that just gives you a full-blown second chance to reposition
Yeah,
and get
I
back into the
had
fight.
2 of those in this last run.
Yeah, and also mostly impatience. I'm very impatient with this kind of thing. I have a shotgun in my hand. I just want to click, you know? So that was definitely my undoing. Just to frustrate Tom, I'm going to put some of me playing for the first time on stream, and that should drive him crazy.
I'm not going to lie, though. I think it was like a fun idea, you know?
Yeah.
I do think having those like levitating, like the moat was huge. And when I picked it, I initially had thought that it was like kind of silly, and then later in the game when it like slows them down, it's a big deal.
It creates a huge barrier for them. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. There is no official Metacritic score for this game. It has 2 official reviews. It's averaging 83 between those 2, which is nice. It has a very positive rating on Steam, and we're going to hear from some of those reviewers now. So if you guys can look to your Discord, I will send you some reviews.
So Toasterman27 says, "Real American chess." Recommended.
Frank, you got one there?
I Am Father says, after years of waiting, a game that perfectly captures how your brain would truly like to solve checkmates in chess. But my God, this game is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Rock hard. Like a true American with a shotgun.
Tom, what you got there?
Twizzard, number 5, says, "Good game, but the RNG is awful, and the enemy moves too much at once, leading to unavoidable fails. Not recommended." Hey, just for our fans out there, certainly not me, because I know what it means.
You know what RNG means, but there might be some out there who are confused.
For our fans, well, let's say I don't want to answer. I'm going to take on the role of someone who doesn't know.
Sure.
Sure. So Chris,
I'll step in and answer that for someone else, because you were kind enough to step in the role of the person who doesn't know, even though you're not.
Right.
I understand.
You said it perfectly.
Well, RNG, the term itself, means random number generator or generation. It's just referring to like random mechanics in a game. So the RNG
like
in
drops.
this game, for example, a loot drop would be like a loot box has RNG. So in this game, it's like I'm going to fire the shotgun and I don't know exactly how much damage it's going to do at this range. Or I'm going to get my cards and I don't. That's weird how you said, "Oh yeah," but you're just agreeing.
Yeah,
with me,
I'm
though,
just
right?
playing that. Remember, I was doing the role playing.
Okay, yeah, role playing. I got you. So or the cards you draw, that would be the RNG in this game.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Frank.
lie. The cards I didn't really feel like I cared that much, but the amount of damage I did sometimes feel very variable. That I was like, really?
Yeah, that could feel frustrating sometimes. Yeah. Frank, what you got over there?
Gray says, finally, chess 2.
That's right. Tom, what have you got?
Abstract Dre says, after nearly 1,500 years, chess got its first standalone DLC. Recommended.
Yeah. Enchanted says, I was banned when I tried to do this at a local chess tournament. Recommended. Frank, you got one there?
John Winkleton says, bought this game because I'm bad at chess. Was pleasantly surprised to find out I'm also bad at this game.
Yeah.
Recommended.
Same, John. Same. Tom, there's one more there for you.
Creamy Yo Boy?
Yeah.
Creamy Yo Boy.
No, say it one more time, Tom. One more time.
Cream Yo Boy. I think it's Creamy O Boy.
Could be cream ya boy.
Creamy O Boy. says a lot about our society. Recommended.
Facts. I'm not sure what it says, but it says a lot about our society.
We live in a society.
That we truly live in a society. All right. But what about our scores? We could give a game a score on a 0 to 10 scale, but we play a lot of bad games here, so our score goes all the way down into the negatives, the -10. A -10 is a game that you're enjoying just as much as a +10, and 0, that's in Garbage Can Valley. That's for no one. No enjoyment to be had. So what do we think about this game? We can just go into it. Tom, tell me about this game. What do you think?
I mean, I genuinely thought it was fun. I like games where I feel like if I had like 20 minutes to sit down, where like I can play it and like not lose the thread. You know,
yeah.
This is. I swear this is going to connect. But I downloaded.
We'll see.
I downloaded Deathloop, which I've been like excited to play. And the other day I had exactly that. I had like 20 minutes. I was like, let me see about this game, and quickly was like, I'm never going to be able to play this game.
Way too involved. I'm not going to remember your name.
It was like trying to like get the perfect way of doing it, and I was like, I don't have the time to do like one run. But anyway, so I think there's something satisfying about games that you can get a lot of enjoyment out of a short amount of time, and
for sure.
While it's not super chess heavy, I do feel like being aware of like chess movement kind of helped, you know.
Vaguely helped.
Like every once in a while I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I thought it was fun. I think it was a good game. I'll give it a +7.
Nice. +7 from Tom. Frank, what you thinking?
It's a very simple game, but a very difficult game.
Agreed, Frank.
You know,
for one person who hasn't beat it to another.
Small download size. I love that. You know what I mean?
Respect the hard drive space.
Yeah, it's simple and it's fun. There's a lot of replayability. I'm gonna give it a +8.
+8. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. This isn't a AAA title. It's not even a AA title. Maybe an A+. But you know, the world needs little distraction puzzle games, and this one hit the spot for me. Like you said, Tom, it's something you can come to whenever you got a few minutes. You want to try a more difficult mode or something. And taking something and giving it a little twist, that's always enjoyable. Like one of their games I was mentioning, Metavax, is like it's like Rect Ronin. You're going into the body and fighting cells, but it incorporates like some Minesweeper functions into it. That sounds like a cool idea too, you know? Yeah, I appreciate that, and I really like their. I'm definitely gonna check out more stuff from this developer, because seems like they're putting out really good quality games. Is actually an engine that they built on their own to create games, and they're entertaining stuff. They went from doing this game at a developing competition to putting it on Steam within like a month and a half, which is unheard of, the development pace. So yeah, I'm just impressed through and through. I'll give it a 7 as well. That's all. So I'll just give it a 7. All right, where are we at here? We have Tom swept in with a score of 19 to Frank's 16 at the end there with his win, proving he is not just all talk. He is a better chess player than I, apparently. At least
I never said that about. So. I said I was a better poker player than you.
Tom's always saying that he's better at me than all these things. No. So I was saying, Chris, a piece of shit.
Listen, I am a better poker player than you. But that's because you're trash at poker. But we used to play chess.
A better shotgun chess player.
You're good at chess.
Thank you. I'm not terrible at chess, but I think it's me sitting in front of a computer with a shotgun mechanic. I'm being way too impatient.
I have waves of I'll be playing chess and be like really into it for like a couple months, and then like out of nowhere I'll just be like, I don't know, just over it for a few months and like not even pick it up. But when I was staying with you for a while, I was like super into it at that time.
Well, congratulations, Tom. You have won yourself an award today. And
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking for this one.
I was looking for like chess pieces, and there are some kind of interesting chess pieces out there, but I found one that I don't know if it's gonna be too close to you, but there's a game that was very popular at the beginning of 2020, Animal Crossing. Was New Horizons the latest one? Whatever it was, Animal Crossing. And one of the main characters from there is Isabelle. And I found an Isabelle chess piece with a shotgun. So here is Isabelle, the cute little dog character from Animal Crossing, holding a shotgun.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah. Next week, I look forward to alluding to the fact that Tom somehow cheated and refusing to play any more games with you.
Oh, you're gonna be Magnus.
With like Magnus. I saw he actually just before the episode put out an official statement about stuff, and I didn't read it. And but it's chess drama. It's getting people invested in chess. So
I think the
that's good for the
opposite.
world of
Like,
chess,
kind of like
maybe?
turned me off. Where I was like,
He did it. Yeah.
yeah, like come on, man. Like that's
You gotta have some hard proof if you're gonna be
I think
dropping out of games.
anything
right?
short of like full on like you're caught red-handed done. I think is like a messed up and like childish thing to be like I quit and be like why and be like I'm not gonna say like for
months, right? It was like a month or two.
no, I think it's been like a couple weeks.
So,
It's felt like a month though.
Yeah, I just pulled up the thing that he posted. Oh, it was like 7 hours ago now, but it's just him saying that I believe Neiman has cheated more and more recently. So it's just like, you don't have any proof. You're just saying that you believe he's cheated. All right.
I had the impression he wasn't tense or even fully concentrating on the game in critical positions while outplaying me as black in a way I think only a handful of players can do. That's not evidence. He's like he didn't look nervous enough, and he was beating me. Like I'm sorry.
I mean, let's be honest. A lot of the chess players, especially at that level, got some personality quirks. They're going to be a little weird. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm not just talking. Well, I was talking about Neiman, but also Magnus. So yeah.
I mean, if that's
Sometimes
all
they're
you
gonna-
can do, like, there's no task in this world that if you were like Tom, we're gonna give you a thing. You have to do it roughly 10 hours a day, every single day. I'd be like, no, there's nothing. There's nothing that I wouldn't learn to hate in a few days.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a character flaw of mine, you know? Like
I was just thinking that's a strong thing to admit. There's nothing I couldn't learn to hate.
my wife's in the other room like, you with me?
What the fuck?
And literally anything.
Right.
Anything.
No
And there
limit.
is no single thing I won't learn
Not
to hate
one.
in under a week.
If you make me spend time around something, I'm gonna learn to hate it. All right. Well, that is.
Well, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch.
That is Shotgun King, the final checkmate. We recommend it all around. Look forward to more games from PUNKCAKE Delicieux.
All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with the U.S. Copyright Fair Use Exemption for criticism and commentary. Garbage Game Night makes no claims to ownership over any games played and has no affiliation with any developer or publishing company. For additional references on cited articles and quotes, check our episode-related blog at garbagegamennight.com. Or if you have a comment about the game we reviewed or have a suggestion, drop us a line.